Don't get there. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Now, what type of business, if you don't mind me asking, because I like to interview people and their stories and stuff like that. And so since you're here before us, but let me say this. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. My name is Medina, founder and owner. She Say, He Say LLC. Y'all see the slogan in the back. I have a special guest with me, Shop Tracy Treasures. How are you doing, Tracy?
I'm doing great.
That's wonderful. And so, she came on in to the get down just for a little bit. People in the sky, on time, we got us again. So y'all pipe it down, time. So Tracy, what type of business, what type of business do you have?
Well, I've been a boutique owner for 14 years, and I,
Mm-hmm.
I had a brick and mortar. I closed it down to move to Atlanta. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fashion stylist where I work on styling women from the inside to out.
Mm.
I so it separates me from the regular stylist. I do an intake on you, and I find out what some of your traumas are in your life, your
Mm.
likes and your dislikes. I spend about an hour with you for your intake to find out your likes and your dislikes, and most of all your traumas, because as women we do carry things in our pocketbooks, and that's what I call it, in our pocketbooks, and
Mm.
that's and then when you get to peeling it off, you
Mm.
heal the inside, and then I start to dress you to build your confidence up on the outside.
Mm.
So I start with the
Okay.
inside, and then I do motivational speaking, and I do packets where my packets start at $3,000, $3,000 to $10,000,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you need as a stylist, and if you need me to have a therapist for you, depending on what you've gone
Mm.
through, because I like dealing with women because of the things I've gone through in my life. I've been in
Right.
a domestic I was in a domestic violence relationship for 10 years with my first marriage. I
Mm.
where I was beat for 10 years. I
Goodness.
Yes, I was beat. I mean, but I when I go up on stage, I never want to be the victim, so I like to work with women on telling them how to overcome their issues instead of being a victim. I don't
Right.
present myself as a victim. I present myself as a chosen one by God, because God, I believe that God chose me to go. He allowed me to go through all the things I went through because he knew that I can withstand it, and I would deliver the testimony. So
Tra-
that's how
Tracy, you
I
better agree about to have me. Tracy, if you don't, my God, today. See, it's a reason why you came into this live, my God, today, because, woo, girl, I am a chosen
yeah.
one. Let me tell you something. You don't look like what you've been through, but what you've been through
Definitely
and
not.
pain through is testimony. That's what you went through as far as with the
Right.
testimony. You see what I'm saying?
And
But
I
I
tell
want to
people all
take
the
a.
time
Mhm. Go
that
ahead.
God don't give you he don't give you he tests you, but he don't test you to give you a testimony to keep it to yourself. It has to be shared with the world. And so that's what I choose to do. I share it with the world. It's healed me to be able to get up
Mm.
on stages and speak about it. And yeah, so I love helping women. And I probably before within a year I'll be doing a retreat to
Okay.
help women, and because I went through being battered as a wife. I'm the only biracial kid out of six siblings,
Mm.
and all my siblings are darker complected. They all know their mother and father. My mom was all our moms, but I was the only one that had a separate dad, and I was in the
Oh
middle.
wow.
So, and I never met my dad. So I speak on being a fatherless daughter, which
Hmm.
is big in our community, and how important it is. If I can speak to women about how you keep your children away from their fathers, when the child did not choose their father, you did.
Yes, yes, that's
If
road.
if
Yes,
their father is not doing anything to harm that kid, you should not keep that child away from the father. So I speak
right.
on that.
Hey
Yeah.
Jay.
So, and I had my first child when I was 15, and I was
Okay.
a mother. I didn't have my child and put it off on my mom. All three of my children are successful. The first three children are great to go to college. So God
Mm.
has truly blessed me. I'm a 27-year cervical cancer survivor. I had
Mm.
cancer at I had cancer at 25 years old, and so I'm a
Mm.
survivor in that area. So when I get up on stage, I tie all the things that I've gone through in small segments, and at the end, I'd like to, if a person need me to help me, then me to help them get to where I'm at, you know,
Mm-hmm.
mentally.
Yes, God.
That's what I try to do. Yep. So my stories go on and on. I was raped as a young girl. I
Mm.
mean, all kind of stuff. But again, I am not a victim. I am an overcomer. I am a survivor. And so, because when people present themselves as victims, they stay stuck,
Right.
and they stay complacent right there. And we don't want that. And I try to let people know, if he did it for little old me, he'll do it for you too. He don't stop at one person. So
That's
yeah,
right.
that's where my life is right now. And I'm going through my second divorce, and guess what? I'm proud of it. I'm not People be saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I say, "Don't be. Not for me. Be sorry for him, because he
Mm.
lost a good person and he didn't know
That's
how to
right.
treat me. He didn't
That's
know how to
right.
treat me. And I still believe in love. I still believe in marriage. But I shouldn't even say love. I tell people, the guy that I'm talking to now, I don't want to hear
Mm-hmm.
anything about you love me. Love comes, and people use that word so loosely.
Listen.
I I need to know, are you loyal?
Woo!
See,
Let me say, let me say,
forget about
let me
love.
say, let me say this right here, Tracy. My God, today, God, you good, God. I just got to say this right now. It's intentional that you are here right now. Do you understand what I'm saying, Tracy? Let me tell you something.
Right,
I say that all the time. I want you to respect and have loyalty, then love.
right,
Because I feel like when you have
right.
that